guys, it's me, Ruowen Huang. Before I begin, let me first introduce myself. My name is Ruowen Huang. I'm an author, spirit coach, and also a psychic. Today, I want to talk about the energy you eat and give. You feel that more when you are uncleansed, when you're restricted to eat some food. Therefore, you have more feeling toward food. So I will share that with you. I have a friend who used to run in the restaurant business. So he go through many business and he's always the chef there. Whenever he's a chef in the restaurant, it got really busy and popular, and then the franchising, and then it got, bigger and bigger. But then some reason every time he leave, even though the owner or the people in the store think they have learned every skill he has and master everything that he is able to teach, every time he leave or they offer a buy off or something, some reason the business will go downhill. So he tried this so many times. He would start a company and finally got it established. People really love the pizza, and as soon as he sold it, even though he teach everything, he would teach, train them or teach them how to do the food again, and even jot down the recipe exactly what it is. As soon as he leave, the business would slowly go down. So, longest time people would not understand why, because they master everything. That even people who partner with them, and then they master everything, and they don't understand, if I do things step by step, how come it's not as good as it used to be. A really long time ago, I shared with you all, that's really years ago. That's when I first discovered how people's emotion can actually contribute to the food. The very popular movie that talk about this that I know of is called Le Chocolat. It's a French film. It's basically about a girl. Every time she have any emotion and she's making chocolate, and people who eat the chocolate would feel it. It took me quite some time to actually experiment or validate how this is true. Like, what we do not know is we continuously intaking the energy from people. We give and we take. We give and take, especially when it comes to food. Because food touches so many elements of the earth. When it actually present to you, it is very important what the cook, the chef's feeling, or the whole process. I couldn't say just chef. If you're in the restaurant, you got a whole process of who's handling and who is delivering to you. The whole process contribute to a little taste of you. But chef is usually the key person who control or tell you what this food is going to taste like. I feel that especially strong when I'm on cleanse. Any one of you ever try cleanse, you will know when you're doing the cleansing, you will have the desire to eat more, or every food seems attractive to you. You know what I mean, right? So during my cleanse, this is not the first time I did my cleanse. I think cleanse so many times just for the pure experiment or for my own health or whatever. I do realize every time I got into the cleanse, like even my family noticed when I am on cleanse, the food tastes better. Even though it's the same food, but somehow it tastes better. Since a long time ago, I started to realize when every time I'm on cleanse, I am not so hungry. I should have drank so many lemonade, or I should feel hungry. But when I really put my mind to it, and when I'm really determined to do my cleanse, I realize I am not hungry at all. Hi, Vancouver. So anyway, it took some observation for me to realize, as I say, I have to open specific channel to know what it is that I'm looking for. I start to realize when I'm on cleanse, I do take in take in the energy from all the food that I process, all the food that I see. I will, as a psychic, I will taste the food even though I'm not actually eating it. So at the beginning, I just connected to my, I don't know, psychic ability, because things you cannot explain, that's where you blame it to. But then eventually I start to realize we often do this unconscious without even knowing. I am unconsciously withdrawing some flavor or withdrawing the energy from that particular food when I'm uncleansed. Therefore, I am not so hungry. Or I don't desire it. That even though I'm not actually tasting it, but I am tasting it. You know what I meant? And also during the time, since I'm opening up my channel has specific thing I'm looking for, I start realizing when I'm preparing the food, that whole feeling of, oh, they taste really good. Like as you cleanse, you start to realize your body seems to get crispy sense, like crispy hearing, taste bud, eye, everything, right? It seems like you can feel things as its original form. So during the process, when I'm processing food, I can start to realize I can smell the food, how good it smells. Oh my God, it must taste so good. Every time, every ingredient I putting into, I have a moment of appreciation. I really like them. I really would like to have a taste of them, in the other word. And then, therefore, I start to realize how I am putting the ingredient and how I'm putting the energy into the food without even me being aware of it. And very often during the process I'm doing, I start to realize the receiver, whoever eat the food, will most likely have the same feeling that I have when I'm preparing the food. So same thing goes my friends, which I pay attention to every time he cook. I realize he really enjoy cooking. He enjoy not only cooking, it's that whole sense and feeling of being at home. I believe that is contribute tons to his background. Like that sense of feeling, he believed the food would give people happiness. He believed food will give people togetherness. That strong belief that he putting in, that spice that he putting in his food every time he prepare food is exactly what people feel. So anyway, this episode is just quickly to show you what we believe energy. That many of you say, no, it's not real. I don't see it. It's not existent. What you don't know is you are actually using it every single day. Not to mention if you eat 3 meals a day. The energy you take in as a human, we take in the energy that we eat. Not just the food itself, but all the energy that people contribute. Very important is whoever preparing the food. If you are in a restaurant, I would say the chef itself will contribute 70% of the food. That's why I would give the same recipe to people. I would give the same thing step by step, but still people say I follow everything. It simply doesn't taste the same. Understand 70% of the food is what the ingredients energy had to contribute. They are 30% of the food is that little spice that you put in, which is also why in my house, whenever I'm pissed off, and my husband will tell you truth on this, I hate to cook. When I'm pissed off, I don't want to cook, because what people do not see is what they have to digest. If you still don't know how long it will start affecting on you, I wrote this long time ago on my blog. For a children, if you are under 6 months, if you're under 6 months or 9 months old, it would take roughly around 3 hours to 6 hours before you can see the effect. When you turn into toddler or children, it would take, toddler means toddler, actually not children. It would take roughly around 12 hours. You will see the effect. Sometimes you feel cranky, you cramping, and you feel bloating, frustrating, and you don't understand why, very likely have to do with the food that you just taken, pushing it back about 12 hours. If you are an adult, it would take roughly around 24 hours for 48 hours for it to effect. Anyway, those are little guidelines. You guys can look into it. A psychic for me, I mean, it's not even joking. It's not even a joke anymore. You can literally see yourself inhaling, inhaling the food energy as like, if you ever watch any movie, it looked like some demon tried to suck dry someone's soul. That's basically what it looked like. And it's not even a joke. That's exactly what it looked like. So anyway, hope that give you guys a little bit, little bit idea. That's why, especially when we go out, we pay a little bit attention to the cook. Or when we taste the same restaurant, same food, when we taste it, we can have an idea like, ooh, I think chef is in bad mood today. A society, it tastes more than just food itself. So anyway, encourage many of you out there who, if you happen to be a cook, play around with it, just like I did when I was trying to experiment it. Play around with it and have some fun with it. Most likely I would say restructure your mode, instruct your emotion, and try to put yourself into experiment and then see what kind of mood will create what kind of result. And then there was a guideline for you. You can sit and watch. So again, if you like what I'm doing, you can always join me live on Facebook or go to subscribe my YouTube channel. Don't forget to watch the ads to contribute to my coffee cup or go to my website, ruowen.com. Till then, next time. Bye.